Ready, set, go.
Ladies and gentle children, we are very confident that geothermal energy is the best earth-friendly energy against all others. Now, to support our thoughts, we will give you 4 advantages that you have when you use geothermal energy. One benefit of using geothermal energy is that this energy will be around as long as the Earth is around. This is true because geothermal energy is heat inside the Earth. Also, the steam that is used in geothermal energy after being used is transferred into water and injected back into the Earth and can be used again. Not only is it always there, it is also everywhere. We would not be alive if the heat in the Earth was not everywhere. Also, the U.S. government has offered the tax credits for individuals who use the technology in their homes. That means you can have one of the highest efficiency heating and cooling systems in your home for a discount. Don't you want a discount? Come on, people, it's just common sense. Don't you see why we should use geothermal energy as our main energy source? So vote for geothermal energy. You will be glad you did.
Nicely done. Next group.
Wind is the best thing to use for an energy source. Wind turbines are already being used around the U.S. and many more places. And if you go out to the country or into the waterfront, you can find them being used. There are so many reasons why wind energy is the best energy. I'll tell you some of them now. We will never run out of wind energy because wind needs the sun to be able to blow. And it helps wind turbines to work and power houses. When wind blows, we can power a few houses. And when turbines spin, they make electricity. It doesn't use fuel or contaminate the soil. Fossil fuels are not in turbines at all, so they're not bad for the environment. The wind turbines do not contaminate the soil because farmers can still farm on the land and does not hurt or destroy anything. That's good because that means that the world can last long if the turbines can be the best energy source. It doesn't make any noises. They are so quiet because they have a tiny generator. And if they did make any noises, it would be very quiet. 100 turbines can power 6,000.5 houses and power 20 times more than needed. The houses that get power are from 120 turbines, and the 20 times more power gets saved and goes first into the houses tomorrow. That's why wind turbines are already being used around the U.S.
Great job. All right, first argument.
There's no wind blowing in the air. There's no way to move the turbines. That means there will be no energy to power at home.
And then you say done if you're done.
Done.
Okay. So now you'd stop the timer and then start the timer for the defense.
Well, that is true, but some turbines produce enough electricity when the wind is blowing that we have enough when the wind isn't blowing. So those turbines make energy whenever the sun is out, and in a few years those turbines will be the only ones we use. That's all.
Done? All right. So now you get an argument.
Yeah, well, you have to drill really deep to get to your energy source.
Done? Make sure the done is really loud so I can hear it, kiddos.
Done.
Thank you.
That is true, but after you drill, the energy lasts for a long time and is helpful to many people. Done.
Okay. So you get an argument. Make sure that over the course of the debate, everyone gets a chance to talk. Okay, kiddos?
You contradict yourself when you say you can use the land for farming and animals, when you also say it takes up lots of space and can harm animals. Don't threaten them. Done. Done.
Okay. Yes, but that's not true because they don't harm animals because they're really slow. And
You guys can fix it. 26 seconds.
That's true, however, wind farms is what you call a bunch of wind turbines. And you can farm wind farms all over. Wind.
Okay, so that's it. Now you get your argument. Judges, you decide how to score it based on what you think. So kiddos, just to learn a lesson, wind, you didn't do anything wrong. You just have to be quicker, and maybe somebody just needs to take the reins and say, I'll take this one. Okay? All right, so go ahead and start your argument.
Well, the problem was we didn't have a thing for it. It was kind of...
Sure. Don't pause it. You don't have to pause it. I understand. You're not going to have a thing for everything, right, everybody? So you just have to be prepared to answer in some sort of way, however you think is best. Yep, good luck. You'll all get there. You're very intelligent about your sources. Have confidence, everybody. All right, so your timer's on. Oh, I'm sorry.
Well, your energy source produces mercury, and that's really bad for humans to breathe in. Done.
Well, that's only partially true because it only very rarely produces mercury. It doesn't always with every time you produce geothermal energy. So.
And the energy, it doesn't produce much. It only produces where you're getting the energy from. Done.
Okay. Argument? I'm not mad, just be careful.
Well, offshore, turbines produce more electricity than turbines on land. They cost more to build and operate underwater. Construction, is difficult and expensive. Cables and to carry the electricity must be buried deep underwater. Done.
Can we pause the timer for 1 second? If for some reason you have a question about their question or their argument, like you don't get it, you are allowed to ask, but it is on your time even when they're talking. So the only time so this is for example, I had trouble understanding it first. I think I got it by the end. But if I don't understand it at all, I'll probably interrupt and say, I don't understand, please clarify. But if you don't understand, but I do understand, you have to do it on your own time. Does everybody understand? And then you can cut them off, though. If they are explaining long like I am right now, cut them off because it's your time that they're taking.
We get it.
Yeah, good job, Sadie. All right, you guys good?
Yeah.
All right, so we're on the defense. So you can start the timer. Thanks, man. Drew, you're doing a great job. That's a hard job. I've had adults do that, not as well. Nicely done. Michael.
Well, that's just the wind turbines that we do in the water aren't actually underwater. They just the actual turbine part is above water, and it doesn't cost that much, we found that somewhere, to build them in the water.
What he's trying to say is like the actual turbine part is above the water,
It's like
just
above- yeah, it would be.
But still,
Oh, I'm sorry, Sam. You're not allowed to talk unless they ask you specifically. I never told anybody, so nobody's in trouble. Do you understand? No one from the other team can talk unless they directly ask you. Okay. Thank you.
Done.
It increases the risk of earthquakes. Your energy source increases the risk of earthquakes.
Done.
Geothermal, true, but it only happens if it is used too much or too much is used at one time.
You don't need that.
Argument.
Wind energy has wildlife impact. Not only birds, but bats have experienced done, phone.
Yes, but we can put them in water where most flying animals won't reach them.
Done.
Argument?
It increases the global warming, increases the population of life as we know it.
Say what?
It increases global warming and it increases the population of life.
So what's it? Be specific, guys. It. That doesn't make any sense. What does?
Increases our life as we know
The first word is it. What it? Replace it with something
it.
for me.
Geothermal increases global warming and increases the life as we know it.
And increases life?
Yeah.
Don't start. They haven't said done yet. It's not your time. Okay, now they've said done.
You mean the actual energy source or like the power plants? Well, the energy source is natural, like the sun. You can't get rid of that.
No, the power plant.
Okay.
Always keep it running. It's always on their time if they ask a question. In between, but not during. Kiddos, you should address the global warming question. Don't address the life question because that's not correct. Okay?
We learned that
15
it doesn't
seconds.
trigger global warming.
That's not true.
Yeah. Done.
Okay, he said done. Argument? Judges, keep your focus, please. Most of you are doing great.
The heat from geothermal.
No, I'm sorry. Wasn't that just a defense by you?
Yeah, that was.
So it's your argument.
The turbines can be damaged in storms and are unable to function in bad weather.
Yes, but people are coming up with ways to protect them from lightning, like using lightning rods that protect them from direct strikes. And you're done.
Argument?
Heat from the geothermal can increase water killing marine life. Oh, water heat killing marine life.
Done?
Done.
I think that.
Fine.
All
May
right.
not say anything more. Judges decide how to score that. Preparedness is extremely important. All right. So is that that was your defense, or was that your argument? That was your defense. Okay. So argument, please.
A typical 100 MW wind project would generate approximately 20,000 square meters of destroyed vegetation, 6 million cubic meters of toxic air pollution, 33 million gallons of poison water, 600 million pounds of highly contaminated hailing fan, and 100,000 pounds of radioactive waste. That's a lot of pollution.
Wait, so what did you say would make that
Wait,
pollution?
Abby, you can't say it until they say done, though. I'm sorry.
Done.
Okay.
What did you say would make that pollution?
So now it's on Abby's. Thank you.
100.
The typical,
Like a wind project, like I'm
100.
assuming the process of making like what you said like was a
The
wind
typical-
farm. I don't know what you said, like a group
the
of them.
typical 100-mile wind project.
So like a wind farm, what could it be called?
Your time started, though, kiddo, so you have 38 seconds.
That's not true because wind energy is clean and harnessing and does not produce any harmful byproducts.
Argument?
The pipes in the power plants are very dangerous to people.
Did you say done? I just didn't hear.
You are correct.
Okay.
But only experienced workers are allowed near the pipes, and it's not dangerous in homes.
Done.
Right, so now both teams need to decide their best two arguments that they have left. We'll turn the timer off for a second. Decide your best two arguments, and then these will be your last two arguments. It takes a while, though, to do two, because it's argument, defense, argument, defense, argument, defense, argument, defense. Do you get it?
Yeah.
So it takes a while. So find your best two, and then start as soon as you found your the two of them. No, don't start until they found their best two, please. Thank you. Once somebody says done, it's on the other person's time automatically. If there's questions, it's going to be on there. So it's always on. Whenever I hear the word done, I used to stop the stopwatch and I'd start it, and it would be on the next team. So if they chose to ask questions during their 1 minute, then it's still on their own time. Does that make sense? All right, kiddos, I hope you're close to done because we are really tight. Are you close to finding your two arguments?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, go ahead and start then. Timer.
For some reason, all calculations show wind to be low cost, conveniently ignore exorbitant
These are very hard words, but make sure you're only picking words you can argue.
augmented cost power, adjusting additional transmission costs, and so that can add up to a lot of money.
Done.
So for my sake, can you clarify what that means?
Yeah. So for
This
the
is on
one
my
to,
time.
reason the calculation so that it can be low cost.
I'm pretty sure it just means
What can be low cost?
like
that the
just
cost
building
of
like
building.
Creating wind farms?
creating all of them and all like whole wind farms can add up to a lot of money.
Okay.
and
It's
people might
expensive
not
to make
realize
wind
that
farms,
it's-
right? You said it in big words, but it was confusing though. So, all right. Thank you.
That's true, but the costs have decreased over 80% in the last few years. So when we build them, they're costing less and less. And in a few years, each turbine would pay for itself in the energy it makes. Done.
So they said done, so we can stop it, and then now it's their argument though, so it's that time.
Your source of energy releases ammonia and carbon dioxide, a gas that causes air pollution.
Done?
Done.
I think we believe that that is not true, and that geothermal is a clean energy. What is that? It's a clean other energy other than like the extremely low amounts of mercury it produces due to like accidents.
Okay, so there is no air pollution, Yeah, so there's no air pollution.
Done.
So your last argument? Mm-hmm.
The
30
speed-
seconds.
The speed of a blowing wind has to be right at 12 to 14 miles per hour, and that takes a lot of time to get it exact. Done.
Thirty seconds.
That's true, but once it gets to those 12 or 15 miles an hour, it starts producing a lot of energy really fast. Right as the time.
All right, your last argument, and then we're done.
Um,
After they defend.
I mean, it isn't expensive to find the source of the natural steam for geothermal.
Expensive to find the source. What did you say?
Of the natural steam for geothermal.
The natural steam. Okay. Done. All right.
I disagree with that, considering that geothermal energy is like in the earth everywhere, so I don't exactly believe that'd be hard to find it, except for like the digging, and we already have the defense for that, so I disagree.
Done.
Done.
Okay. I'm going to pause this. Here's the direction. Now.
As you have seen, there are lots of pros of wind energy and lots of cons of geothermal energy. Wind energy produces 20 times more than the entire human population needs. And also, geothermal energy produces mercury that is bad for people. Even if it's just a little bit, it's still really bad to breathe in. You can still use the land that wind turbines are on, or you can put them in water to not take up any land. And geothermal has minor environmental issues with it. And also, the wind energy is earth safe.
Okay, so say done.
Done.
Awesome. Last group.
Okay.
We still have to point out that geothermal energy has no pollution and is voted as most green energy of all renewable energy. And wind energy turbines are harmful to flying animals because they are hard to see. Because the turbines are hard to see when they fly, and they can fly in and be harmed. And
Don't forget to vote for geothermal energy.
All right, time's up. In the hall while we vote. The groups stand up. We have wind over here. We have geothermal over here. And our winner for the first round of the 2013-14 debates for President Solars, I guess, throw in that, right? Yeah. From our advisory board. You could do a little drum roll. Which one is it? It's geothermal. Congratulations to geothermal.
nice job, guys.
All right.
Great debate.
All right, congratulating each other.
Wonderful debate.
All right.
Wonderful debate.
Yeah.
You took one.